Hey everyone, is your host Shay Stone,
And your co-host Ari.
and welcome to Tea Time. And thank you for tuning in to our show. You can watch us every Friday at 6 p.m. or anywhere you get your podcasts. There's audio version only, or you can watch a video. I feel like these are more entertaining though. Also, beware, I am a little sick right now, so sorry if I sound kind of weird, but maybe it'll add on to the humor.
Yeah,
I feel like Wheezy from Toy Story. That's what
yes.
I feel like. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing another episode since you guys liked the last one of Am I the Asshole? And we got some wonderful stories to bring to you guys today. So, Ari, why don't you start us off?
Okay, it says, am I the asshole for saying that my girlfriend's music isn't that special? It says, please let me preface this by saying that I love my girlfriend and I love the fact that she is very passionate about her music. I think it's cute that she still plays in the band she formed in high school. They aren't bad and neither are the songs she writes, but that's not good enough to live off. Okay, and what's your point? Um They like, this could just be their hobby, you know?
Yeah, like a fun thing on the side and not like really serious.
Yeah, but let's continue. Uh, they play in pubs or the occasional town festival, but all of them need to work a real job to pay bills. I'm not trying to devalue that. I'm currently at university on scholarship, but I still need to work a part-time job to afford rent. My girlfriend is a very kind and warm person, but she can also still be a bit naive about how the world works. So what I'm assuming is he's saying they are unemployed and that they are in
Mm.
grad school, or she or they may not be.
So they're just relying on this for income?
I'm assuming that's what he's saying at
Hmm.
this point into the story.
I wonder how that's working for them, you know?
Yeah, like to pay rent and everything. Does she live with
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, like, do they all live with the partner that makes the money? Like, I don't know how that works.
How old are they actually? Because they have no, like, there's no ages or anything. But it says he's in university, but so
Okay,
I
so definitely in
assume,
their 20s, I
yeah.
feel like, our age.
Well, it depends what, degree he's getting, so but
Yeah.
that's not the point. Um, anyways, we met up with a few friends tonight, and at some point, the topic of our plans for the future came up. God. My girlfriend said something along the lines of, maybe we're lucky and our music gets discovered, so I won't have to choose an adult career. Why is that me? But anyways,
That is you.
um, she said it in a joking way, and all our friends laughed except for me.
Mm.
She looked at me weirdly and asked why I was looking like that. I told her I just didn't think she should get her hopes up like that because her music was good but not special enough for her to turn it into a career. Listen, we got to strip that down from Liam Payne, okay? Let's be fucking for real.
Not that
And that was
song.
written, produced, and put out by name people. You've got to be fucking kidding. Anybody could put out a song
Yeah,
and it'd be good. Like,
yeah.
but how are you gonna tell somebody, especially somebody you love, your fucking girlfriend, that her music's not special enough to get, famous, to get heard?
The problem
First
with
of all,
that is it's in front of everyone. Like, if you're wait, they're just dating, right? They're not married.
no, they're not married.
All right. Well, either way, even if you're in a relationship, married, not married, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you know say it is, or labeled or whatever, take that shit in private. Like, take your partner in private and you discuss that together, not in front of everyone, because then that makes you look like shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because you're bringing them down in front of everyone, it just, that's not a good thing. If he had a problem with it, they would need a very mature discussion privately.
That kinda killed the mood, obviously, no shit.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't it kill the mood? Like, everybody else literally had the opposite reaction to what you had. So,
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? Um, And
That's so
even though
funny.
someone changed the topic quickly, my girlfriend stayed cold towards me. Well, what did you fucking expect, bro? You're a dick. You're a dick for that. Sorry.
Does it go on?
Yes.
Oh,
I decided to leave about 30 minutes later because it was getting late and I had class tomorrow morning. When I told my girlfriend that we had to go, she said that I should go without her and that she'll be staying with a friend tonight. So I assume they live together.
okay.
Considering
Yeah,
that
that sounds like it.
Um, when I got home, I texted her asking her to please let me know when they left and when they get to her friend's place because I wanted to know that she made it there safe. She left me on red, and even though it's past the time she usually stays out, she still hasn't texted me. Really, bitch? What do you think that means? Anyway, uh, I'm actually a little pissed off right now because why is she being so childish now? What I said was objectively true, and she'll have to realize that at some point.
That's not being childish. Us humans were made with feelings and to feel feelings. Like, you know what I mean? No one should ever shame you for feeling a certain way. So if she's feeling upset about that, he needs to realize, oh, I really hurt her. Maybe I could have approached that a way different way, you know? But
Yeah.
now he's kind of he's the one being childish because he doesn't realize that. Like, the emotional intelligence doesn't seem like it's there.
Like, why is he pissed off? Because she's mad at a comment he made. Like, are you fucking serious? The
Yeah,
math is not mathing here, bitch.
exactly. That's why I'm
Like,
saying the EI is not there.
I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, everyone has a dream. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that, like, you don't approve of that dream. Like, it's not your fucking place. Go find another girlfriend.
Like,
Okay?
everyone has their own
Jesus.
thing they want to do career wise, hobby wise, everything. Um, in a space that makes you feel happy, to express yourself. Because if we didn't have stuff like that, oh my goodness, us humans would be so boring, like nothing to do, and just ultimately so depressed all the damn time. Like, because you're not chasing something. Us humans, it's the journey to that end goal that is the main thing that us humans strive for, is that freaking journey.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he's the asshole. You're probably not finished with it yet, but I
Well,
think he's the
no.
asshole.
That's it. And I do
Well,
think he is the asshole, but here's
yeah.
one of the
What is
comments.
the consensus of society in the comments?
You're the asshole. And it says, what was the point of saying that? What was the point of saying that in front of other people? It was mean and hurtful and served no purpose other than to belittle her in front of a group of friends. She
Yeah,
said it in a joking manner, not in a serious conversation about the future between the two of you. Insulting, belittling a girlfriend in front of other people is a giant red flag, obviously.
yeah. Like I said, I agree with that person. It should be private conversation. Um, you never belittle your partner in front of anyone else. No, it's a big thing.
And like how you were saying, this person also said, it sounds like the girlfriend has a better understanding of the world than OP. She knows their music probably won't change the world, but that doesn't mean it's not valuable and can change someone's world. It obviously has for her and means a great deal. OP just crapped all over her and now has audacity to be angry with her.
Yeah, that makes no sense. You can't be angry for something you did.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're the one who did that, and she reacted to what you did, and now you're angry at their reaction of what you did.
You can't be mad at the consequences of your own actions.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's how the world works.
yeah, he could have definitely have approached that a different way because that was not it.
Like, there's gotta be something wrong with him.
Yeah,
Sorry, you can't just be you could have been nice at least.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know? Like you said, done it in private, but could have put on, a mask, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, like, come on,
yeah.
dude. It's your girlfriend. Be for
Right.
real.
All right. Well, the consensus on that was yes, he's the asshole.
He's the asshole.
All right. So moving on, I got a story here. Am I the asshole for trying to open my room door at the doctor's office. So let's see what this is about. I just had an embarrassing situation happen at my doctor's office just now, and I need to know, am I the asshole? I had a doctor's appointment today at 10 a.m. and an urgent dentist appointment at 11:30 a.m. My dentist is located about 45 minutes from where my doctor is. Relevant to the story. It's also important to note that if you're even 5 minutes late to your doctor's appointment at this office, they will not see you. You have to be right on time, which is most commonly for, clinics. I showed up for my doctor's appointment at 9:50 a.m. I pay my copay. The medical assistant showed me back to my room, checked my weight, BP, heart rate, temp, let me know my doctor would be in shortly, closed the door. My doctor is a good doctor and she's thorough and sometimes she goes over on her appointments. It's not uncommon for her to show up to the room 15 or 20 minutes late. It's not ideal, but I'm aware of it and tried to plan accordingly. I waited 45 minutes for her to come in, but she never did. As I said above, I had a dentist appointment, so I decided to leave. I tried to open the door, but the doorknob is broken. It turns, but the latch doesn't move, so I'm literally stuck in the room. I try the knob again, nothing. I tap on the door, no one comes. I jiggle the knob, nothing. I knock on the door, no one hears. So I try to get it to unlatch on my end by trying to push on the knob and turn it at the same time by trying to turn it quickly, and by trying to turn the knob while pulling the door towards me, and also pushing it away from me. This made a lot of noise, and somebody started yelling at me to stop from the other side of the door. They opened the door, and there are four of the staff there looking at me like I'm unhinged. I apologized, said I had tried getting their attention by knocking, but no one heard. All I got was, "Oh, we heard. We all heard. That was so unnecessary." Went to the front desk to ask for a refund for the copay since I wasn't seen. And they're all still looking at me like I'm some crazy person. I don't know. It was very embarrassing. Yes, I was irritated that I waited so long and no one came. I feel like that's a normal and natural reaction to a situation like this, and this is a known issue with that doorknob. I've been trapped in that room before, but only for a minute. It needs to be fixed or replaced. Seems like a safety issue to me on top of everything else. And not just that, it's triggering for me to be locked in a room from the outside. But was I acting crazy or yelling or pounding on the door, trying to break it down? No. I don't know what I could have done differently. Wait a few more minutes? Try knocking louder? I'm embarrassed and angry now. And I tried to talk to them when I was there, but I really had to get to my dentist appointment, and I feel like trying to go back and explain myself, it's just going to be even more awkward. So, yeah, am I the asshole?
I personally would say no, you're not the asshole because like you got stuck in a room and like if people have had trauma with
Oh,
like shit like that, that like PTSD, like that not only could bring like the Hulk out of somebody's ass, but like
really?
bring freak somebody out really bad, you know? But
Yeah,
like when if
um,
that was a problem before, why didn't they get it fixed?
exactly. And my thing is, they all said they heard them trying to get out and just didn't do anything.
They probably thought it was some random shit or something going on in there, some doctor doing something, you know what I'm saying? They probably
Like,
didn't think it was somebody trying to get out because who the fuck knocks from inside? Let's be for real.
yeah.
So they
I
were
was
probably like,
But, like, they were jingling it and everything and screaming.
like,
So, that makes me think that they're just, like, ignoring them on purpose or, like, that's
I
screwed
mean,
up.
honestly, yeah, probably they were waiting out there. They
Like,
could have opened the door or told them something.
that would make me feel like I'm going insane. Like, if they open the door and there's 4 people staring at me and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, "Did I get abducted or something?"
No.
Like, that is so scary.
Like, I've never waited that long, like, sitting in a single room by myself. I waited, like, in the waiting room when I got there. But,
Yeah, like
like,
the ER or something.
honestly, I would've timed shit better. I would've
Yeah,
done it, like, even if like, I understand if it was, like, absolutely urgent for the doctor as well, but,
yeah.
like, I wouldn't have done it 45 minutes before because usually you have to wait. And if
Yeah,
she knew that her doctor goes over some with some patients, then she should have calculated he or she, my bad, should have calculated for that as well.
I
But
would have also had, I would not have, like you said, I would not have had 2 appointments stretched out like that kinda close. I would have had this one in the morning and one, like, late in the afternoon if that's possible on the same day. But usually, I don't like to schedule, like, 2 appointments on one day. Like,
Uh,
I like to
especially if
have
it's 45 minutes away, like, no.
yeah, like, that's I don't know,
Like,
but, like, that's still screwed up that they were just standing there hearing it and didn't really do anything. I would have felt so embarrassed as well. Like, I'm just imagining putting myself in that, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh," I'd feel like I'm a crazy person or something. Like, you're looking at me like I'm a mental patient escaping a psych ward. That's what that
yeah.
sounds
Like, one time I had a, appointment at PetSmart, and it was at, like, 9 o'clock or, like, whatever, 8 o'clock or something because I had to make it early because it was the only
yeah.
one, like, open, and the door wasn't open. They were like, "Oh, you just gotta, open it up." And one time at Food City in Jeff, like, the automatic door wasn't opening, but even though, like, the, like, place was open, it wouldn't open when I was in front of it, so I went like this, and yeah, I got my fingers crushed by the
Oh my
door, and it hurt so bad, so I was like,
god.
"Is this gonna happen to me again?" But, like, I looked like a fucking idiot because I was trying to open the door, but then somebody else did it, and I was like, "What is wrong with me?" And then I still couldn't do it, and then they called me, and I was like, "It took me 5 minutes to open the door," and she was just sitting in there.
Oh my gosh. I
So,
don't
like,
know if this is relevant or not, but my brother, he tried, I think, getting out of a room or something, and then he stuck his finger in the doorknob thinking, "Oh, that's gonna work," and it got stuck. His finger got stuck in this doorknob, and the fire department had to come undo the doorknob, and he had to go to the hospital
oh my
and get it,
god,
like, surgically removed.
that's so bad.
I laughed at him so much. I was like, "Who the fuck gets a doorknob stuck on?"
Gosh.
Only Christian.
Only Christian. Like, when he flew out of that hammock in the front yard when we were seeing how high he could go.
Yeah,
And then the bridge just broke, we were like, "Oh, okay."
like, whatever. Right.
Okay. This one's, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to keep her nose out of my friend's business? I love how, like, on I think every
It's
post on this, it says "asshole" in red on top. That's my fave. It's I like that. One of my older friends, he's 26 now, turning 27 in a few months. Rest of our friend group is 20 to 22. Sam is planning to come with our friend group to our skiing lodge trip over winter break between semesters. This last trip is very important to him. His wife is having a baby, and it's not likely he'll be able to continue to go, even though we plan to continue it after we all graduate. So, which makes sense because he's having a child and he's older than them because they're all
okay.
20 to 22. So, it he has a wife and kids, so obviously he won't be able to go
Yeah,
as
whole family.
often or at all. Anyway, blah blah blah. After they all graduate. Now keep in mind the due date isn't even 2 days until after he would be getting back. Not that it matters because their marital affairs are literally none of our business. So I assume that he probably wouldn't be going because the due date is 2 days after he gets back, but who
Oh,
knows,
yeah, and sometimes
because
it
the
can
baby
come
could come
earlier.
early. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I've not had a child, but you
mine
have.
came early, a week early.
Cammy. Um,
Mm,
as you can imagine, his wife is upset with him over this. Yeah, no shit. Okay? Like, a whole baby's coming out of her vagina, okay? Like, God. Like, could you imagine
yeah,
that?
but
As a
yeah,
like, a man, you have, like, nothing. Like, no hole. Like, you could never imagine that. Sorry.
never.
You could never imagine period pains.
They
Sorry.
will say, "It's worse getting kicked in the balls."
Like, a uterus will never shed out of you every month. Okay? Sorry.
Yeah,
Every time my mom told me literally that sentence, I always, like, in my brain, I'm like, "Oh, that hurts. Hurts me." Men will never understand. All they gotta do is stick it in. Anyways,
damn, we're going
um,
there. Is
that's
this
I mean,
sex ed now?
hey, I love men, but like, be for real. We gotta feed them out of our boobs and everything, okay?
Yeah, it's a
You
lot,
gotta
like
give it all up,
and then there's men that like to cheat on their fucking pregnant wives.
you know?
Like, why are they gonna do that? Like, bro, that's so horrible.
Just,
Speechless.
guys, I don't know. It's just a different breed, okay?
Question mark. Alright,
I don't
continue.
know. I don't understand either, okay?
No.
Okay. As you can imagine, we already said that part. But let's just yeah. That'd be fine, except for my girlfriend has become friends with the wife now. So I have to hear about how wrong it is for him to be leaving during this time. Sam approached me and my other friend about the rude comments our girlfriends have made towards him about abandoning his wife.
Mm,
And I've apologized profusely for her behavior and told him I'd address it. I told my girlfriend that she was out of line and how Sam wishes to handle his domestic affairs is up to him and that she needs to keep her nose out of it. I told her it was totally unacceptable. Sorry, my bad. How
yeah,
she was butting into their affairs, even if nominally doing so to defend the wife. She said, I'm not in control of her. She's free to speak her mind, and I can't tell her what to do. I rightly said that she can't tell my friend what to do either, and that there's a certain amount of expectable tact from a partner, and that it was totally unfair for her to be hostile to a close friend of mine, thus putting me in an embarrassing situation like that she has done. Am I the asshole, or is my girlfriend placing me in such an uncomfortable situation by butting into other people's business? Well, first of all, they were your friends first.
yeah,
And if this is the last trip, I he could I mean, hey, he could go and then if the baby comes early, just go back that day or when it happens, you know?
yeah,
That could be the compromise. I don't like, but girl, come on. Us girls talk, you know what I'm saying? We talk. Like,
yeah,
we'll talk about the situation and like the baby's coming, and it's around that time. You could have maybe like switched it or made it earlier or hey, he could go a couple days earlier. I don't
yeah,
know, but you gotta
yeah,
be
I
careful.
agree, like, that's just how like, there's biological differences, like, men don't communicate to each other like women do, you know? The way women get like, if we're dealing with something and we need guidance or just wanna even get it off of our chest, girls always go to each other and tell each other everything. That's just how women are, you know? Men don't really do that like women do in that aspect, you know? So it's, like, exactly what you said, I agree with it. It's like, girls talk, like, about everything, okay?
That
Like, there's group chats, there's one-on-one, like, you know what I mean?
that's why
Phone
we have
calls
so
to be
much drama,
made.
bro. Because like,
Yeah,
we talk about everything.
that is true.
Like, it just comes out, sometimes.
Do you think they're the asshole or not?
Well, technically, I mean, no. I mean, the girlfriend well, it's not about the girlfriend. No, I don't think he's the asshole for, like, saying, "Don't get into their business," because that's their business. She shouldn't be
Yeah,
giving I mean, it's okay to have an opinion or give advice, but you shouldn't be pushing, people to be doing something or, if that's the case, or
yeah.
saying something or trying to get into their ear,
Yeah, and,
you know?
like, I think it's important, like, if they were to ask her about something or, like, if you're to ask someone about, I guess, advice or just, like, something in general, then that's, like, it's pretty okay. I mean, that happens all the time, like, you know? Um, but if it's, like, butting in like that, like, kinda randomly, I can definitely see where he's coming from. Because it's like, "Hey, we have our own issues to deal with, let them deal with theirs."
Yeah, and, like,
Yeah,
if he's been going, like, for years and this is the last one, then, hey, like, maybe he'll probably never go again, but, like, that's not
That's
That
true.
ain't her fucking problem.
Yeah, it's true too.
Like, you can't plan when a baby comes, so, I mean, like, he could
Yeah,
go, he could not go, but, you know, hey, hell, maybe
I,
they should have the baby there. I don't know.
I say as long as you're there for your woman and that baby, it's okay. You know,
Yeah.
'cause that's the most important thing ever.
I mean, girls stick together, but ultimately it's their decision because they're together. And
Yeah,
you don't know how long that girl's known her. Probably
yeah,
fucking a month. Not even. Who
yeah.
knows?
We don't have that information.
Yeah. Like, who knows?
All right. So I guess our consensus was not the a-hole.
Yep.
All right. So I have one here. It's am I the asshole for proving that my wife can't do my job? So we'll see what this is. Uh, okay. This issue started when my wife left for a week for a girls' trip. The kids are all in school, and I took over as the main caregiver when she was gone. It went well, and when she came back, she asked if I had trouble. I told her no, and everything went smoothly. It started an argument about how I thought it was so easy that she was a stay at home mom. It wasn't a good time, and I already was pushing her to go back to work part time since the kids were in school. We have talked about her to start looking around summer. The issue now is I work from home twice a week, and every time she sees my screen or I complain about work, she tells me she can do it. I have talked to her about it and nothing changes. That if she did it would go smoothly. I thought back on our argument and have asked her about it, and she denies it has anything to do with it. So she won't stop, and I had enough of it today. I was trying to figure out why there was an error in my code. She saw that I was what I was doing and told me she could do that. I told her to go ahead and make a copy that she could work on. Well, she tried for about 5 minutes until she gave up. I reiterated that if she can do my job, find the error. This started a huge argument about making her look like an idiot, and now she isn't talking to me. So that's that situation. Let's read some comments.
Okay.
This person said, just want to get this straight. Number one, you never disparaged her role as a stay at home mom, even after she got back from her girls' trip. She got mad because taking care of the kids for a week while she was gone went smoothly, or at least wasn't the reckoning she thought it would be for you.
Mm.
3, she starts disparaging your job because apparently you can also do hers, and she harps on it for a while until OP snaps and lets her have a go at software. She thinks OP is an asshole for proving she can't do his job. About sum it up? Question mark. If so, not the asshole. What do you think about that?
Okay. Well, let's see. She's a stay-at-home mom, right? So
Yeah, and she
let's
went on a girls' trip for a week.
Okay. So let's not think about, like, you know how people have different views about how women should be working or if they shouldn't be still. Don't know
Yeah,
why. Don't know why that's a thing. Like, we should be able to go out and work and get our own money, you know?
yeah.
But, like, even, like, say, obviously, like, say she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and, like, she said she went on the girls' trip, and the week went, smoothly for him. Okay, you want a medal for that? Okay, you want a medal for that? You wanna be a medal for being a dad and doing what you needed to do, babysit during the day, basically? It's like
Oh, that's another thing. It is not babysitting if you watch your own kid.
exactly. Like, what did you expect? Like,
Yeah.
did you just do Homer level shit? You
Which,
know?
I mean, I agree with this comment though, because he never really said like, oh, your job as a stay-at-home mom, I did it so much more easy than you could. I don't know. He didn't. He never said. He just said, "Hey, it went pretty good. Like we had a great time with the kids, kind of thing." I think that's so wonderful. I think that's a good thing to have and go through when you are, you know, parenting your kids like that for a week. um, I mean, I would never want to wish my partner like, oh, I hope it's so chaotic when I'm gone. I would
Yeah.
want it to be so nice for them and get that bonding time and everything. the person said that she got mad because he said it went smoothly, which I will see the little bitterness in that. Because I mean, technically, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but it's great because I get to see every milestone that there is and stuff like that. And it's great, but sometimes it is very exhausting, like because it's a 24/7 job you don't get paid for. So I could see her bitterness on that end, um, which is sad. It's like, why is she bitter? Like, what is happening that we don't know? Why is she so bitter about that? Is he not that hands on, or there's just so many
Mhm.
questions with that. And software is hard. um, I mean, I feel like maybe she was like, "Oh, I could do your job." Not software, man. Coding is the
I
hardest crap
can't.
ever. If you miss one little symbol out of the whole thing, it does not work.
I know.
That is hard. Like, I feel like that was definitely an ego power trip right there. She was like, "Oh, I can do this." Like, yes, women empowerment is awesome. We can do things. There's women in all aspects of every field that there's a man in that is doing jobs like that. Like, it's great. Um, but I feel like this isn't like a gender thing with the software. There's so many women
Mhm.
softwares out there. It's just like she knows she cannot do software. Like, just in general, not just because, oh, I'm a woman. Like,
I
I
just
don't
think
think.
she, like, tried to, like, kinda one up him or, like, get back at him, you
Yeah.
know?
So
But,
I feel like he's not the asshole.
no. But, like, with the stay-at-home mom thing, like, sometimes dads get more praise for, like, things moms do, like,
Yeah.
you know, if you stay at home and you do all the things, you're quote unquote supposed to do as a mother, mothers usually don't get praised as much as fathers do because they're, usually seen as deadbeat dads or ain't being there or this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Or baby
Yeah.
daddies.
And moms lose out on a lot more. Um, they lose a lot more things than normally the guy too. On it just depends on your situation. I mean,
Mhm.
there's some
Yeah.
stay-at-home dads, working moms. It just depends, but mainly if it's like the traditional way, it's like stay-at-home mom and then dad going to work. It's like the woman loses basically kind of a lot of stuff. Like, they don't get to really do much at all. They're going insane sometimes if it's not a good dynamic, or I don't know. There's just a lot of factors in it. While the man, he's going to work, and yes, work can be hard. Depending what uh, job you have and stuff like that. Like, you know what your hours are. Busting your
Mhm.
ass off, living paycheck to paycheck. It just depends on that as well. Um, but you also get like more freedoms if you don't have that to hold you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just my thoughts on it, though.
She
Like,
also probably felt like she probably wanted them to, like, miss her, the kids and
yeah.
everything. Like, instead of it just going smoothly, she probably wanted something to happen so she could, like, rush home and, like,
Oh,
you
and
know
like feel wanted and needed.
yeah,
Yeah.
instead of just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, yeah, you can go and have a good time, it'll be fine here." Maybe she wanted, something to happen so, like, she could
That's
feel
true.
wanted or needed.
Yeah, I can see it. Like call or text her and be like, "Hey, this is happening. What do I do?" And then she's like, "Oh," and then like can put her input, or like you said, rush back and like help. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm glad she had a week.
Yeah.
There you go. After all your hard work, that should be very rejuvenating for her.
Yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't be petty, though. I would've
Oh,
just
no, no,
let
I would
it
come
go,
home and be
though.
like, "Hi." I
I'd
would
be
not
like,
have
"Thank you."
started an argument over nothing, because that's what
Yeah.
that sounds like. So I would have
It's
been,
not like he said, "I can do it better than you," you
yeah,
know?
no.
"I can do your job better than you."
Yeah,
No.
so I feel like that's a little taken out of context.
Yeah, that's definitely not what that was. Okay.
All right, Ari, your turn.
Am I the asshole for giving away my son's favorite toys? My son is 5, almost 6, December baby. He still plays with a few of the toys he's had since he was 3, specifically a toy lawnmower and a shopping cart. It was cute when he was little, but now that he's gotten older, it's a bit weird. He's still pushing around. Why is that weird?
That's a kid. What?
Why is it weird? It's a lawnmower and a shopping cart. It's not like it's fucking Elmo or something, you know? Or like, one of those baby toys or a
Yeah.
pair of keys,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds
know.
normal to me. What?
Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Uh, he's still pushing around the mower or packing his shopping cart with fake dishes and food to have a dinner for his stuffed animals. Okay, my brother's 9 and plays with his plushies. Okay, they're literally Five Nights at Freddy's. Get real.
Wow.
Like, let him be a child. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Oh my god.
Oh, 6.
You should be happy he's playing with his stuffed animals and not a fucking imaginary friend in the corner. Jesus. Like,
That'd be
what?
so crazy.
Um, my sister was visiting recently with her 2 kids. She has a daughter who's 2 and a son who's 7. I asked my son if her daughter could play with this mower and cart, and he said yes. He ended up playing with more age-appropriate toys and games with this other cousin. As they were leaving, I told my sister my niece could keep the toys. She asked if I was sure, and I said yes, as I took my son's behavior as a sign he was moving on. One time he was playing with different toys, really? Come
Yeah.
on. Anyways, big mistake. He went yeah, okay. He went looking for his mower and
Walking
cart.
in treacherous waters.
Yeah, you're screwed. Uh, he went looking for his mower and cart, and I had to tell him that I gave them away. He instantly cried and has been crying since. He's also mad at me and tells my wife he hates daddy.
Ugh.
And my wife is right there with him. She's livid and has demanded I get his toys back. I'm not going to get the toys back, but I did explain the situation to my sister, and she has offered to buy them an outdoor playhouse for his birthday, which I think is a fantastic compromise. My wife is still mad though, and I'm forced to sleep on the couch unless I get the toys. Am I the asshole?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, because oh, my son had this little alligator squeaker thing. Okay. I posted a video sometime last year of squeaking this alligator to him, and he loved it. He started laughing. It was super cute. And then he can never just not have it in his hand. He was attached. Then I leave it at someone's house, and their dog eats it and tears it up. And the whole family just crying, like we were so heartbroken because his toy was gone. And then my mom steps in and she buys that same alligator toy and sends it here. And he was like so excited for it, like super happy. And the whole family was so excited because they were like, he has it back. um, that's just crazy to me because like we were all like we so many people cried over it because it got damaged and we wanted him to have it so bad because he just loved it. So like I can't even imagine being like, oh, that's weird that you're a kid playing with kid toys. Let me just take it from you and give it away. And that being that kid's favorite toy. Like that is screwed up. Like that makes me so sad. I'm so sad for this kid, man.
Like, who cares if you think they're too old to be shopping with a shopping cart? You're gonna have to do that when you're older. They're just
Exactly.
getting
That's like
ready.
real life stuff. Like, is it
Like
weird when adults go to Kroger and start shopping with the shopping cart?
like girls play with Barbies.
Yeah.
Okay? What's the difference in him playing with dishes and a shopping cart and a
I played with
lawnmower?
Barbies until I was like 12 or 13. Like,
Like I took them bitches to the pool, okay?
yes, girl.
You know? So like, come on. What is wrong? Like, there's nothing wrong with your son playing with toys he's been playing with for 3 years.
I feel so sad. Like, when you're reading that, I was like, no.
It's
Like, I
like,
felt so sad because he was like, clearly, he was upset that his toys were missing or like going away. I'm like, why would you
yeah,
want to do that? Like, that's so horrible. I
I
could
hate when
never.
kids cry.
I could never.
Uh,
All right, so I have one. It sounds pretty interesting. It's like, hold up, what? um, am I the asshole for not banning strawberries from my wedding cake? I'm getting married next year. I love strawberries and I want some on my wedding cake. My plan is to have a four-tier cake where the bottom two are completely separate entities with different flavors, and the top two are lemon and strawberry. My mother is mildly allergic to strawberries. We will have a headache and a mild rash if she eats one, but is fine with eating food that has touched strawberries. She's absolutely incensed with my plan to include strawberries in my wedding cake and continuously makes passive aggressive comments about how uh, the wedding includes a section for the guests' allergies and she would never serve something a guest couldn't eat. I explained to her that she is more than free to eat the other two cakes that will be entirely strawberry free, aren't even touching the top cake, and more importantly, my mother has diabetes and won't be eating more than a small slice to begin with. My fiance agrees she's being selfish. I'm making this post because I was telling my dad about this issue, and she walked in and added that this is my only daughter's one and only wedding. I want to be able to eat every part of the cake. Haven't been able to close my mouth since from the pure shock. I mean, it's my only wedding, and she sees nothing wrong with saying something so insanely out of pocket. Well, my dad agrees with her, so maybe I'm taking this too seriously, and I can skip strawberries for a day. I really don't want to, but I also don't want to make this a big drama. My mom is used to getting whatever she wants, and I'm used to my dad siding with her anyways, but I really thought my fucking wedding would be the exception. So, definitely not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole. Your
No.
mom can get the fuck over it and eat the other piece of the cake. Like, they could even have another little cake that's on the side that's not even touching that, and she
Yeah.
still probably would fucking complain.
You
It's not
know,
about you, bitch. It's about your daughter. Shut up.
yeah, and like,
Sorry, but, like, come on.
um, and this is crazy to me because there's so many world problems that are going on, and you ever hear bitching about strawberries on a fucking cake?
When, like, half the fucking world doesn't even have
Like,
strawberries.
you know how
Like,
privileged that sounds? Like, that's ridiculous.
what?
Like, put it aside. She wasn't downplaying her mom's allergies. She literally accommodated it. She said, "I'm gonna put strawberries on the bottom two, or and then the top two is gonna be totally different." And she has diabetes, so she's only literally gonna eat one slice. Or like you said, she can have her cake how she wants it, which it's her wedding. She should have whatever she wants. And then have the separate cake kind of like for her people who have allergies. Like, I don't know. But like she literally accommodated her allergies. Um, it's all gonna be different. So I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
Like, I assume there's gonna be, like, more than just, like, cake, probably, like, some other dessert if somebody you know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
never know. But, like,
What do
maybe
you feel about the father signing with her about it?
well, obviously, the parents are gonna band together at the end of the day
Yeah, they are.
because that's what they do. Except for mine, they're
Yeah.
divorced. But, you know, it is what it is. They're gonna, agree, because happy wife, happy life. So you better get strawberries off that
Your
fucking cake.
father's scared of
Good.
her. He's like, whatever goes, goes.
I'm like, lady,
My
you're
hands are
diabetic
tied.
anyway. So, like, just take a damn chunk or something.
Yeah,
Like, what do
I
you
don't know.
need?
That's just
It's like a
the case.
gluten-free person literally going to a fucking wedding and asking for a piece of the cake.
And OP
It's
says the
not
cakes
like
aren't even touching. They are suspended on top of each other via serving platters. There's 100% no problem with her eating the bottom tiers. Okay, so it's the bottom two. Okay. And the top one would be the strawberries. She wants to have a slice of them all for
well,
dinner. We reserved a restaurant where everyone can order according to their own preferences and dietary restrictions. That is weird. She wants a slice of each tier.
literally, she can just what is wrong with her? If she
Especially with
knows
diabetes.
if she knows she can't have strawberry she's just doing this to piss her off. She just wants her to not
Yeah.
have strawberry just so she can eat every piece of everything because Well, I'm a fat ass, but I guess she's a fat ass.
Uh,
She wants a bite of everything. Me too, girl, but like, come on.
there are other layers of cake available. Like,
Dude, I want a piece of everything. Yeah, you can have your cake, but you can't eat it too, bitch.
damn. Now, if she made all the layers, okay, strawberry, that is inconsiderate. But no,
Yeah.
she specifically said you can have the bottom two, just not the top two, because I want strawberries. You know, she loves strawberries.
And they stick out, dude. That's the
I
whole
don't know.
point.
This is an example of a pick me.
God. Mothers.
This is
It's
just,
not even
I
the
don't
mother-in-law,
understand.
it's a fucking
Why
mom.
does she have to take strawberries away from her daughter, man?
And have to be diabetic? Be for real. Pick a struggle,
And
okay?
here's the thing: most diabetics, when they like eat something they know they shouldn't, like they enjoy the moment and then they just complain about it later anyway. Like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, like I literally knew someone like that. They were like, well, they were not like diabetic, but they were like lactose intolerant. And then they were like, I know I can't have this, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. They would eat
Yeah.
it, and then later on they would complain about it. So they do it anyway. So it's like, I don't know. She probably has done that before. She's probably had ate something and then, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen. If she decides not to take the strawberries out, listen, this may happen. It might be some, Grey's Anatomy or, 911 type shit. She eats the strawberry cake because not only does she want a piece of every layer, she does it on purpose. So she ruins the whole wedding. It has to go to the emergency room and everything's about her. That's the
Oh
pick
my
me shit.
god,
So if this wedding already
that would
happened,
be
let's
horrible.
hope that didn't happen because
I
that would
hope that
be
did
that's
not.
so Raven shit right there.
Yeah, there's no updates on this yet. It was posted literally a day ago. So
EpiPen, no
I
idea.
hope that does not happen. That's crazy.
But like that would be insane if that actually happened. But I don't
Um,
think who knows if someone would actually go to the extreme to like just because she did not tend to her needs, even though she kind of did. She just didn't take
I
all the
was the
strawberries
bride.
out.
If I was the bride, I would keep it however I want it. It's my wedding. But I would probably, since I mean she's my mom at the end of the day, I would make her a cake to the side, like you said, a smaller cake. Like, I don't know, that's just me though. I would not change my full cake preferences. There's different tiers, different flavors. That's very accommodating to everyone. There's not an issue with that at all. Yeah, that's just
Like that's literally the only problem she has.
yeah, the
Like,
strawberry.
come on.
All right, guys. So we are at the 30-minute mark of our podcast. So it is time for our weekly last artist spotlight. So we hope you enjoy.
Say we get to the money, that money. We get to the money, get to the money. I'm so sick of being humble. I say we get to the money, get to the money. If you ain't grinding, you ain't coming. No, you ain't coming. I think it's funny, you so bummed, but you giving me advice. Telling me how I should grind, but you ain't did it in your life. Nigga, you don't know my struggles, you ain't seen my sacrifice. Shit to reach my paradise. High, counting, roller dice. Taking gambles with the scammers. Steal my whip on Indiana. Pockets fat so we can kick it, bitch. I'm not your Kung Fu Panda. Now I'm Kyrie with the handle swell. I'm too much to handle. Thought I was a lunatic when she heard my country grammar. Remember, Crunch was in the kitchen. We didn't have a pot to piss and need an outlet for the plug. Should've been an electrician, politicking about the mission. Now the vision finally here. Money long as Walmart lines. Yeah, it's been that kind of year. We getting to the money. We getting to the money. I'm so sick of being humble. I'm so sick of being humble. I say we getting to the money. Now I just get up to the money. If you ain't grinding, you ain't coming. If you can't grind, you ain't coming. I say we getting to the money. I say we getting to the money. I'm so sick of being humble. I'm so sick of being humble. We getting to the money. I say we getting to the money. If you ain't grinding, you ain't coming. You ain't grinding, you ain't coming. You ain't coming. I keep money on my mind and I can never get it off. Keep your 2 cents to yourself. Save them pennies for your thoughts. I'm so awkwardly comfortable cause my grind unorthodox. Pending cases had to beat it. Michael Jackson with the socks. Still I'm shining, gotta make it. It'll work out like it's fitness. Pay me what you owe. I'm at your door, Jehovah Witness. Ooh, she thick as granny biscuits, but I'm running up a ticket. Come back round if I miss it, just in case I get a We getting to the money. We getting to the money. I'm so sick of being humble. I'm so sick of being humble. I say we getting to the money. Now I just get up to this money. If you ain't grinding, you ain't coming. If you can't grind, you ain't coming. I say we getting to the money. I say we getting to the money. I'm so sick of being humble. I'm so sick of being humble. We getting to the money. I say we getting to the money. If you ain't grinding, you ain't coming. You ain't grinding, you ain't coming. You ain't coming.
But yeah, guys, that was reading some Reddit threads. Am I the asshole? Me and Ari here really loves just reading these stories, reacting to them. I think it's so fun. And it's a time killer as well, which is great. But yeah, if you guys want more stuff like that in the future, let us know. And we'll probably do some more stuff like this, definitely, because we have a lot of fun. It's very entertaining. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Catch us next week, Friday at 6 p.m. I'm your host, Shaye Stowe.
And I'm your co-host, Ari.
And thank you for tuning in to Tea Time.